All right, peoples. Good morning. It's about 4 a.m. Let me start the conversation by saying TMI. Anyway, I decided to actually put a little water in my hair, so my hair is a little bit better looking than it was last time. But yes, TMI. I'm on the toilet, just waiting, like Tracy Morgan said. Anyway, I have a funny story to share. I was at my parents' house for Thanksgiving, of course. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Love. Hopefully, everybody had a great Turkey Day with the family. Nowadays, with COVID, being with the family could be FaceTime, could be Zoom call, Skype, anything like that. You don't have to actually be with the person, especially a lot of families outside of the area. For me, especially outside of the state. But anyway, my parents share a story with me, which I never heard. So my father says when I was 2 years old, we were living in the Bronx, and apparently at that age, I did not talk at all. The only thing that I was saying, I was calling my brother, which is 1 year older than me, I was calling him Dada. But other than that, I didn't talk at all. So, which is shocking because I'm a talker. As you know, I've been in sales for 30 years and I talk for a living. So when he said that I wasn't talking at all, I was like intrigued, like I want to hear the story. So he said, all right, I was 2 years old and they had an appointment to go see a speech therapist the next day. So here we go, whatever day it may have been, let's say it's a Thursday. And they decide to go with friends to their house for a little get together. They had dinner, drinks, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, they brought me along and my brother. And, everybody's trying to get me to talk, but I'm not talking. So my father decides to give me some alcohol, like hard liquor. I don't know if it was whiskey or tequila or whatever it was, but he said he was giving me liquor. And at 2 years old, he was giving me little shots of liquor. And I was stumbling around the apartment, like, pretty much drunk at 2 years old. And everybody was laughing and I was like on the edge or on the next to the corner of a wall, like just about to hit the wall. Like everybody was like, oh, he's going to hit the wall. He's going to hit the wall. And then I would stop and then boop, I would fall back and plop and fall on my butt, on my diaper at 2 years old. So I'm stumbling around the apartment and my mother finally says, oh man, you got your son drunk. I can't believe you got him drunk. Let's put him to bed. So they put me to bed in one of the bedrooms, and then one of the guests comes by and says, hey, I think your son is he's having a nightmare or whatever. He's making noise. So they go into the room and they see that I'm actually talking, like I'm sleeping, but I'm talking like words. Like they said, they don't remember what I was saying, but I was speaking French, Chinese, Spanish, Creole. I was just talking like actual words in just different languages. So they brought their friends in, and because their friends kind of understood that, oh, he's speaking French, he's speaking Creole, he's speaking Spanish. Like when I thought your son didn't talk, like he's actually talking words, and they were like dumbfounded, like holy crap, what the heck? So right away they were like, to my father, what was in that alcohol? Because now he's talking. So they woke up the next day, and they were like, well, I guess we don't have to take him to the doctor anymore. So they called the doctor and they were like, hey, listen, I think we're good. And the doctor's like, but what do you mean? Like you have an appointment. Yeah, but now all of a sudden this kid doesn't shut the fuck up. So the doctor was like, what are you talking about? Weren't you bringing him in because you thought he may have a problem because he was not talking? Yeah, but now he won't shut the fuck up. This kid keeps talking and talking and talking and talking. So ever since that fucking day, I haven't shut the fuck up. So I'm crying. He's telling me this story and my mother, and I'm freaking just dying laughing. So, that was the origin of when I started talking. And I just turned 50, so that's 48 years ago when I actually started opening my mouth, which is just fucking hilarious. And of course now, like I told you, I'm in sales 30 years, and my son is now 25. And I remember, getting phone calls from his teacher from like kindergarten. Was like, going to school and what's going on? Well, your son won't shut the fuck up. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm in sales. We derived from a sales family. My father's in sales. His father was a cook, which is a salesman, of course. So they were like, but we don't understand. I'm like, well, think about it. In sales, what do? We talk. So I've tried everything I could try with this kid. He won't shut the fuck up at home. You think he's going to shut up in school? And I'm like, I had the same problem growing up. The teachers just call my parents and be like, yo, you need to get your son to shut the fuck up. He doesn't shut up. And I told him, I says, listen, what you need to do is just put a fucking dunce cap of any of the old school cats out there. Put a dunce cap on him. Put him in the corner. And that's pretty much, he has to learn. Because I can't do anything for you. I told him, do me a favor. Do not call me to come in here for a parent-teacher conference about this kid talking because there's nothing I can do. I'll talk to him, of course. But like I said, I had the same problem growing up. I was in trouble all the time. And my parents had the same conversation with my teachers. They said, listen, if you got to punish him, put him in the corner, whatever you're going to do, he's going to have to learn. So that's what I'm telling you. You're going to have to learn. He's going to have to learn. So put him in the corner and do what you got to do. So that's just fucking hilarious. Growing up, raising my son by myself, I told him, listen, I'm going to get you a shirt that says, shut the fuck up. And being in sales, that's what we do. We talk. So I just wanted to share those the stories with you. But once again, I'm still sitting on the toilet, still waiting. TMI, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you want to continue to see more content. I did post this video, the first TMI story, on Twitter yesterday. It's funny because I was on the phone talking to my best friend Eric, which is in Texas. He flew back to Texas, of course, back home to be with his family. And I was telling him, listen, have you seen the TMI story on YouTube? Which is in reference to him, because every time we speak, or he calls me for years, he's always like, yo, what's up, man? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm taking a shit. He's like, TMI, motherfucking TMI. I said, well, why do you always call me when I'm taking a shit? So he's like, no, I haven't seen this. I said, what do you mean you haven't seen it? You haven't even, watched my videos? No. So we were just talking about it, and I get home and I go on the computer and I open up Twitter. And the first thing I see is Elon Musk of Tesla, the CEO of Tesla. He tweets something about, I'm dropping the kids off at the pool. Or I'm dropping some kids off at the pool, which pretty much means you're on the toilet taking a shit. So I'm like, are you serious? This is crazy. The richest person in the world, Elon Musk, is actually tweeting about taking a shit. So I had to do it. So I retweeted it. And I copied my TMI video on YouTube, which is the first one. It's like a 15-second clip talking about that I watched Tracy Morgan on. I don't know if it was Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel. And he was like, oh, how does it feel to be 50 or, your age or whatever? He says, man, let me tell you, at my age, I just got to go to the toilet and sit and wait, which is pretty much what I'm doing. I'm sitting and waiting. So TMI, once again, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so I can continue to provide content. Love, have a blessed day. Take care.